Should we briefly just talk about the KSI event? Should we do this? Should we do a little YouTube boxing thing?
I think we should.
I will say, as far
I haven't seen you smile so much in so long. It's good to see it.
As far as these events go, whatever you think of YouTube boxing bullshit, whatever, this is exactly how they should be. They should be fast-paced, stupid, fun, and I mean, it also helped on the night that it was sort of just like kind of feel good. Like, it just was like a good vibe, like sort of the hometown fighters won and like Deji won and whatnot.
Yeah.
But just like fast-paced and fun. And then there's also like, there were like genuinely quite good knockouts, like knockouts that wouldn't be uncommon on an actual boxing card, which of course is because the people are lower level in boxing and they, against someone who's a little bit higher. But just a very enjoyable event. And also, as someone who likes the YouTube scene, you kind of had, it just felt like a bit like a celebration where I'm not really that into this stuff, like the KSI Sidemen stuff anymore, but like you had all of them there. You had Dej, you had True Jordy, Logan Paul was in the audience. You know what I mean? It was just sort of felt like it was
just a good like culmination of good vibes. Yeah. And yeah, as you say, like God knows, and we've probably talked about it on the pod quite a bit, but we used to be very much into the were Sidemen and like YouTube boxing. Like we were very hyped. Like we stayed up and watched some of the stuff, like the KSI show. We were very into it. Less so in the like last year or so, but still, I don't know. There's something like whenever these YouTube boxing events happen, you always like, oh, I'm not really interested, but secretly you are.
You get a little sucked in.
And then when it's you do get a little sucked in, and then when it's like a big and proper event like this one, I don't know, that like you want to follow it, and like obviously like the main two fights from KSI, like impressive that he knocked out two people, but
they were bad.
Some stanky opponents.
They were really bad. Like as fights,
exactly.
They were, I think, not good to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was him just completely toying with them, which is like you prove that you're good, but you also chose bad opponents.
I actually genuinely think they were so bad that they made him look worse, because like I think the reason Jake Paul gets these like crazy, like really good looking knockouts is because like his opponents aren't good, but they come towards him. Like these opponents were so bad that they've never boxed before that they just like ran, and it's quite hard to like knock someone out cold, I'd assume, more so when they're just like running away from you. So it didn't even look like he didn't get a stylish looking knockout. It was just like he just kind of like battered them around.
I still think the best knockout in the entire YouTube boxing scene is the Jake Paul Woodley one.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. But there were some really, like, that's the thing, it felt like, it didn't feel at all like a professional card, but some of the finishes legit looked like a professional, like, do you see Salt Poppy
Salt Poppy, like, what was it, like 20 seconds
20 seconds,
like
and like a clean, like, out cold, and fucking, what's this guy, Slim or something? He, like, his finish, this might be a weird comparison, but like, it kind of looked like Paddy Pimblett's first knockout in the UFC, and I only say it to say, like, it looked like a knockout that could happen on a professional card, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like, and also, we have, for years, we and, like, everyone who's, like, cares or is interested in, like, the YouTube boxing stuff, made fun of Deji. Because he objectively
ridiculed the man.
Has done some stupid things, some, like unprofessional thing, whatever, like, just, he's done stuff that is worthy of kind of criticism or making fun of
ridicule.
But it's worthy of ridicule. That's so intense. But then to see him come on and get a win, there was just something, like, before the fight I was like, I don't really care, but then as I was ramping I was like, I kind of hope he gets it, just like for that. And then when he got it,
I kind of hope my boy and also it was kind of like when I walking into the fight, holy shit, I thought Fuzi was going to eat him. He looked insanely big and so muscly. And then, I mean, that just goes to show that I guess it's not all in the brawn. It's also a lot about the technique and stamina.
Yeah, I mean, I thought like, yeah, there was that part. But then I also thought, if someone, it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Like, I get it now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. So I was like, he can't, like, we've seen what he does. I'm not going to predict he's going to win. Exactly. And then he genuinely looked like one of the best boxers on that card, which again, I'm not saying is anywhere close to a professional level, but on that YouTube card, I was like he had genuinely solid technique at times and fucked him up in a way that, again, you don't really see in YouTube cards, where he looked like he'd been in like how fighters look after like a real fight. You know what I mean? Like oftentimes they leave these fights and they kind of just look the same, which I'm not saying I need blood and carnage, but again, it felt a little bit more like a real thing where afterwards he had like a busted eye and stuff, and I was like, damn, like that's how, yeah.
That was your Rocky moment, Deji.
Well, and also just like everyone cheering and him.
Fuzi is your Drago.
Fuzi equals Apollo Creed? ? But like, I don't know, it was just a feel-good moment, you know, and him and his brother hugging each other after all that drama that we followed way too closely a few years ago. It was just enjoyable.
It was you see like KSI like in the changing room.
Yeah,
it was it was like, I don't know, the like 16 or not 16, like, I don't know, like 17, 18-year-old me came back, was like,
yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, you know, which is what these events should do. They should be like a moment for your inner teenager to just, because I mean, it largely is teenagers who are like there, and just a moment to be like, man, like that was, I just walked away from it. I didn't think anything more of it than like, that was fun. That was a fun like 2-3 hours. Yeah. I enjoyed that, you know, and also actually crazy. Afterwards, I'm even thinking like it was so enjoyable that I was thinking like, all right, you know, it'd be a fun fight if like Deji fought this guy, and I caught myself like, holy shit, I'm actually thinking about like a fun next fight. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking about Deji again. My psychiatrist warned me.
Oh god, I'm back in this horrible headspace. But yeah, I don't know. It's a fun kind of circusy show with some, you know, hard work put in by the people involved, and I just think this was the perfect example of what it should be, like fun, silly, good time.
Bana, bana.